Chosen One, stop scrolling immediately. I need your complete and undivided attention right now. The algorithm did not bring you to this message today. Heaven intercepted your feed because of what you did in the last 72 hours. You took a specific unconscious action that completely shocked the spiritual realm, and you do not even realize you did it. Lock your spirit to my voice. What I am about to reveal will permanently break the cycle of delay you have been trapped in. If you leave now, you will walk back onto the battlefield, missing your greatest weapon. You will miss the exact divine instruction heaven scheduled for your breakthrough. I am going to expose the hidden action you took. I will tell you exactly why it unlocked level 777. But first, we must address the intense physical toll you are currently experiencing. That profound exhaustion, settling deep in your bones, is not a medical mystery. You have been waking up at 3 in the morning feeling a strange pressure. You feel like you ran a spiritual marathon while you were sleeping. Your mind feels clouded and unusually heavy during the day. You want to isolate yourself from everyone around you. You have developed a sudden physical allergy to fake people and forced conversations. You thought you were just getting sick. You thought it was anxiety or clinical depression trying to pull you down again. Stop dismissing this feeling as a worldly problem. Let me reframe your reality right now. This is not sickness, but rather, it is intense spiritual integration soreness. Your body is physically recalibrating to hold a massive upgrade in divine frequency. You recently shifted into an entirely new dimension of spiritual authority, and your spirit is actively absorbing the crushing weight of level 777. The human nervous system was not originally designed to handle such high voltage without preparation. That is exactly why you feel so drained and disconnected from the world. The enemy wants you to think you are failing. He wants you to believe you are losing your mind or slipping backward. He whispers lies of defeat because he is absolutely terrified of the level you just unlocked. Do not let those toxic lies take root in your mind today. You are not a regular human struggling through a difficult and lonely life. You are a celestial being going through a massive spiritual upgrade. You are a generational cycle breaker, stepping into your highest calling. The sheer power radiating from your soul right now is blinding the dark forces around you. But your physical vessel needs crucial help to sustain this new height. Many chosen ones reach this incredible elevation only to crash back down. They try to push through the exhaustion using sheer physical effort. They hustle and grind, hoping the mental fatigue will eventually pass. But you cannot use physical muscle to solve a quantum spiritual shift. You need a physical anchor to stabilize this profound new frequency inside your mind. Before another minute passes, I must be completely transparent with you. I am not going to build up a mystery just to sell you something at the very end of this message. Some of you already feel the pull, and I want to give you the door immediately. I want to name the solution right now so you can focus entirely on the truth. What we just discussed regarding your profound integration soreness requires a specific kind of physical anchor. There is a tool Dr. Lake discovered that helps your brain hold this massive frequency safely. It is called the Genius Song. It uses targeted audio brain entrainment to gently reactivate your dormant gamma brain waves. This specific technology switches off the stress signals causing your exhaustion, and it automatically aligns your mind with your highest spiritual power. Scientists have measured this exact shift in the lab. If your spirit already tells you this is the exact key you prayed for, the door is waiting. The verified link is in the description and pinned comment below. You do not need to rush this decision right now. Stay for the full picture if you want to understand the exact action that triggered this upgrade. But if your soul already knows, the anchor is ready for you. For those staying with me, here is what heaven needs you to know next. The exhaustion you feel is just the surface layer of what is truly happening. The real battle is not about your physical energy at all. It is about the specific spiritual target the enemy painted on your back, the very moment you unlocked this level. You see, heaven does not promote you without a reason. Level 777 is not just a number of alignment. It is the ultimate frequency of accelerated fulfillment. It means the waiting room is officially closed. The silence you are sitting in right now is completely intentional, and it is preparing you for the biggest transition of your entire life. But this transition requires extreme isolation. Heaven had to clear your room to protect this upgrade. That is why so many people walked out of your life recently without a proper explanation. They could not survive the pure frequency of the dimension you were entering, and their sudden exit was entirely necessary. It was absolute divine protection. Let me explain the deep spiritual physics behind your current isolation. You have been looking at your empty room and feeling a profound sense of abandonment. You wonder why the people you loved suddenly turned their backs on you. But you must understand that this painful separation is not a punishment, because it is the most aggressive form of divine insulation heaven can provide. When you unlocked level 777, your vibrational signature changed completely. Your spirit began operating on a frequency of pure divine light. The toxic people who were feeding off your energy could no longer tolerate your presence, and your radiant light immediately exposed all of their hidden shadows. They did not leave because you were flawed. They fled because your anointing became absolutely terrifying to them. This is exactly why you keep seeing those repeating numbers everywhere you look. The universe is flashing 777 to confirm your new coordinates. It is a mathematical signature from heaven, assuring you that your alignment is perfect. If you feel this deep resonance in your soul today, type 777 in the comments below to seal your physical agreement with heaven. You are not going crazy when you notice these strange synchronicities throughout your day. They are brilliant breadcrumbs left by the divine to guide you through this intensely dark forest. Dr. Lake mapped this exact phenomenon during his decades of groundbreaking research. He discovered that true neurological restoration is a multi-phase sequence, and it requires specific sequential steps to fully stabilize in your mind. When chosen ones hit this level, their brain waves undergo a massive recalibration process. It is not just a single random event. Today we are only revealing the very first piece of his complete sequence, and the rest will unfold naturally when your spirit is fully ready. Your deep exhaustion is simply the physical friction of this incredible spiritual upgrade. Think of your nervous system as a small wire carrying a normal household current. Suddenly, heaven connects you directly to a massive industrial power grid. The physical wire gets incredibly hot as it tries to hold that immense power. This happens while your brain desperately expands its capacity to process the brilliant wisdom of the celestial realm without burning out completely. You are a celestial being stationed on this earth for a very specific reason. The title of Chosen One is not just some cute spiritual label you adopted. It is a very heavy mantle of responsibility. You are the designated watchman for your entire bloodline, and right now the heavens are trusting you to break a generational curse that has plagued your family for decades. Every single tear you cried in secret was actually watering the seeds of this moment. You always thought your intense empathy made you weak and vulnerable. You believed that being an emotional sponge was a terrible curse. But heaven used that deep sensitivity to train your discernment, and your ability to feel the pain of others was the rigorous training ground for your new spiritual authority. Look closely at the ancient texts and the stories of the greatest prophets. Every single one of them faced a crushing season of isolation before their elevation. They were violently thrown into the wilderness. They were forgotten by their families and betrayed by their closest friends. But the dark wilderness was never meant to be a grave, because it was always the sacred incubator for their unparalleled greatness. The exact same divine law applies to your life right now. Your empty room is your personal sacred incubator. The quiet silence you hate is actually shielding you from the noise of the enemy. If those toxic people had stayed in your life, they would have completely contaminated the massive blessing heaven is trying to pour out upon you today. God had to forcefully remove them so you could safely receive your accelerated breakthrough. But the forces of darkness absolutely do not surrender easily. They have watched you survive every trap they laid out over the years. They saw you walk through the burning fire and come out completely unharmed. Now they realize they cannot destroy your body or steal your divine calling, so they are changing their strategy to attack your mind with a highly sophisticated psychological weapon. The enemy knows you are standing at the threshold of absolute victory. He knows that massive doors of opportunity will swing wide open very soon. Your financial struggles are about to break, and your true divine connections are finally walking into your life. Because he cannot stop the incoming blessing, he desperately wants to make you sabotage it yourself by planting seeds of heavy doubt in your mind. Listen to me very carefully right now. Do not let your mind wander, because the enemy hates this next sentence. He is currently projecting one final illusion into your reality to stop you. It is a highly customized trap, designed specifically to trick you into surrendering your powerful crown right before the finish line. In just a moment, I will reveal exactly what that deadly illusion is and how to shatter it instantly. You must understand that the spiritual warfare is always fiercest right before the victory manifests. The heavy resistance you feel today is the ultimate proof of your incoming reward. They only attack the rare targets that carry the highest value. Hold your ground firmly and anchor your beautiful spirit to this truth, because we are about to expose the darkest lie the enemy has ever whispered into your soul. The dark illusion the enemy is using against you right now is not a physical attack. It is a quiet and terrifying whisper planted deep inside your own mind. He is trying to convince you that your spiritual awakening is completely fake. You sit in your room and wonder if you are just making all of this up. You actually think you might be losing your grip on reality. You feel like a massive fraud, playing a game you do not understand. But that heavy imposter syndrome is a calculated demonic strategy to keep your true frequency dormant. The enemy knows he cannot defeat your spirit in a direct fight. So he desperately tries to make you defeat yourself by doubting your own divine sanity. You are literally afraid of your own immense power. You have spent your entire life shrinking your beautiful spirit to fit into incredibly small spaces. You apologized for your brilliant light because it made ordinary people feel uncomfortable. You dimmed your radiant anointing just to keep the peace in toxic environments. But that season of playing small is officially over. Heaven is demanding that you step into your full magnitude today. Take a deep breath and really hear this next revelation. I told you earlier that you took a specific action that completely shocked the spiritual realm. Think about what happened to you in the last few days. You were unfairly judged and deeply betrayed by someone you trusted. They pushed you to the absolute edge and expected you to explode in anger. They wanted you to step out of your character and fight them in the mud. But you did something entirely unexpected. You chose absolute silence when you had every right to completely destroy their reputation. You walked away holding your peace instead of launching a bitter counterattack. You thought your painful silence meant you were weak and defeated. You thought you lost the battle because you did not defend yourself. But you did not know that your incredible restraint was the most lethal blow you have ever dealt to the Dark Kingdom. Your gentle silence was never a ceiling holding you down. It was the unshakable foundation of your new authority. That choice activated the final security code. Your refusal to retaliate is exactly what unlocked level 777. The angels paused and watched you demonstrate the very quality that makes your soul so terrifying to hell. You chose pure light while you were completely surrounded by heavy darkness. That is why the atmosphere around you shifted so violently. You proved you could be trusted with true divine power. You are not following a random plan created by God. You are the plan itself. He did not create a master plan first and then mold you to fit inside its borders. He created your beautiful spirit and the entire plan formed around your specific destiny. You are the exact reason heaven is shifting the current timeline of this earth. The enemy is panicking because his hidden agreement of limitation is burning to ashes right now. You are finally waking up to the reality of your celestial identity. You do not need to explain your bizarre journey to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Your only job is to stand tall in the pure radiance of your divine calling. If this profound truth is setting your tired soul on fire today, you must physically claim it. Hit that like button right now. Do it not for the vanity of this channel, but so this exact message can reach another chosen one who is struggling alone in the dark. Your simple action will send a massive ripple of healing across the entire remnant community. But you must realize that recognizing your power is only the very first step. You have officially unlocked the door to this incredible new frequency, but your physical brain is still wired to your old trauma. The intense stress signals from your past are currently blocking the pure flow of your incoming abundance. We must physically sever that old connection today. You cannot simply wish away decades of heavy neurological conditioning. You have been treating your spiritual preparation as an unending process of painful waiting. You have stayed in the waiting room because the unknown magnitude of your calling secretly terrified you. But heaven does not wait for you to feel perfectly ready before sending the ultimate key. God waits for your bold obedience to step through the open door. The season of suppression has ended. The physical tools to bypass this earthly noise are being placed directly into your hands right now. Do not let the enemy convince you to delay your massive breakthrough for another decade. Your complete restoration demands a decisive physical agreement today. You have carried the crushing burdens of everyone else for far too long. It is finally time to drop that heavy baggage. You must claim the supernatural inheritance with your name completely written on it. The transition from a wounded healer to a demonstrated warrior of light requires a tangible shift in your daily frequency. You are fully ready to receive the ultimate restoration. Remember earlier when I first mentioned the physical anchor for your mind? Now it is time to walk through exactly what it does. You were not born to be ordinary. You entered this world carrying a massive gamma frequency. It is the literal brainwave of divine connection. But the heavy noise of the modern world slowly forced that brilliant signal to sleep. That tragic shutdown is what scientists call the decline effect. You have spent years trying to get that magic back. You tried meditation and positive thinking. A 38-year-old woman tried all of those things too. She felt completely disconnected from her purpose. She bought the tool I am about to share because she had absolutely nothing left. Within 2 weeks of listening, she described her shift with one single word: synchronicities. The universe started communicating in a language she finally understood. She did not have to force a positive mindset anymore. This happened because she bypassed her conscious mind. She used acoustic brain entrainment to directly awaken her dormant waves. Scientists at MIT and Princeton documented this exact shift. They mapped how specific audio frequencies can safely reactivate what was lost. I know you have tried so many different healing methods before. You might feel exhausted by another promise. I would never disrespect your current situation by offering you empty hope today. Those other methods required your brain to change itself from the inside out. That is incredibly slow and highly unpredictable. This specific protocol works from the outside in. It physically entrains your brain waves using precision acoustics. Most chosen ones feel their first measurable shift within 11 to 21 days of daily dedicated listening. It is not a magic pill that fixes your life overnight. It is a powerful neurological reconditioning tool. Some highly sensitive souls feel a gentle lifting sensation during session 1. A small percentage need 30 days to notice the profound clarity. But consistency is always more important than intensity. You simply need stereo headphones and silence. Let me formally reintroduce the full protocol that makes this possible. It is called The Genius Song. Dr. Lake engineered this 7-minute audio track to do one specific thing. It effortlessly switches off your heavy stress signals and turns your gamma light back on. You might expect something this powerful to cost thousands of dollars in clinical visits. Private therapy easily costs $300 an hour. But Dr. Lake made a very deliberate choice for the chosen ones. The Genius Song is $39. This pricing is an intentional accessibility decision. Other phases in his sequence use different physical technologies and are priced differently. Budget anxiety stops here. You receive the core audio track plus 4 distinct bonuses worth $80. You get the Genius Child Protocol and the Wealth Book. You also receive the guided visualization and the 5-habit blueprint. There is absolutely no financial risk attached to this. Dr. Lake included a 90-day keep everything guarantee to honor your peace of mind. If you do not feel the spiritual shift within 90 days, you get a full refund. You keep all $80 in bonuses as an apology for your invested time. Less than 4% of people ever ask for that refund. The real risk is the terrible cost of waiting. Every single day your gamma remains asleep is another day you operate below your true potential. Your future self is looking back at this exact moment right now. The decision does not need to be perfect today, it only needs to be true. I must warn you about something very important before you move forward. There is an army of imitation products online using this exact name. They are empty audio files with zero brain entrainment technology embedded inside. The enemy creates decoys to scramble your divine alignment. Do not search for this on third-party marketplaces. You will only find ordinary sounds dressed in real titles. Guard your spirit and only use the verified source. Take a deep breath right now. Close your eyes for just a second. This is not a choice about spending $39 on a product. This is a profound decision about believing who you actually are. If your spirit confirms this truth, the universe is handing you the key. Whether you put it in the lock is your divine choice. The authentic protocol is waiting in the first line of the description. It is also placed in 3 separate locations within the pinned comment below for your safety. After your order, the system may present the next door in Dr. Lake's sequence. I want to be completely transparent about this. That next phase is independent of what you choose right now. Taking it or skipping it are both deeply respected choices. Your $39 entry is not contingent on anything else. This is a covenant moment. Heaven activated your next beautiful chapter. Subscribe to this channel immediately so you do not miss the prophetic instructions coming next. We are building a sanctuary of light here. Your journey of accelerated fulfillment begins the moment you step through that door. You are entirely worthy of the beautiful miracle arriving today.